Yeah, welcome to SC Sports Real Steel City Sports. I'm your host, Luther Dupree. I got a packed panel. We got Smoking Jim Frazier on his Obama phone. Claudia Rosado, Hall of Famer, RW Media. Fillmore, Bob, as we call him, and we got Big Rome, Woody Hill's finest. What's going on, fellas? How y'all feel?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. First year of this, first show of the year, man. Wow, 2026. Yes. And did everybody catch their breath after this last game, man? This was me.
Yes.
The fan was just on edge, man. That was the craziest fourth quarter ever, man. You don't know what to do. 1 minute you think you won, and you lost. You won, you lost, and it was just crazy. We're going to get into it, man. How was your New Year's? Everybody good? Everybody was good on the New Year's?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, real good.
Yes, very good.
We got somebody in here, Black Raz already. Arthur Smith, the Browns' new head coach. Come on. Come on, man. We got news.
You know what? That's a good thing because then he's out of here. You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, please take him.
Some head coaching spots. I don't see it, but he's part of that good old boy.
Hey.
I heard he's part of Arizona's list.
Wow.
That's a good list. Go ahead. Whatever list you got, I like it.
You look better calling than me.
Kyler Murray. We'll see what he does with Kyler Murray down there.
All right, Claudia, what you got for us? You huddle up today, man.
All right. You know what? This time of year, playoff time, the number one seed isn't that much better than the last seed who snuck in. So what's going to make the difference? It's the team with the best attitudes, the team who wants it the most. You know, I look back at teams that I've studied. The 69 Jets, what was their theme going to the Super Bowl? I guarantee it by Joe Namath. The 79 Pirates, we are family. The 73 Mets, you got to believe. NC State, they had that nickname, the Cardiac Pack, the Comeback Pack. My teams, I remember one year, I said, we don't practice as much as everybody else. We don't have as many players as everybody else. We don't have the facilities that everybody else has. So what? Go out and play. So that was our theme. So what? So whoever has, I know it may be corny, but whoever can come together and stick together and have that theme and say, you know what, we are Destiny's darlings, like the Steelers. Hey, man, you know, who's the number one seed? Who cares? I mean, there was some missed field goals, some plays, some penalties that maybe shouldn't have been called, whatever. They're there. They won. They should look at it, man, we could be Destiny's darlings. And let's have that theme. Let's have that theme that nobody's going to stop us. Or again, like Valvano had, survive and advance. But I always believe that the team that wins the championships are not always the team with the best players. Maybe the best players get there because usually it's a marathon, not a sprint. But once you're in that postseason and anything can happen, it's all attitude and what you believe. What is your attitude? What's your team's slogan? Again, it may sound corny, but it does work. Look at those teams that I mentioned. But it's going to be a fun postseason. And I think the Steelers have just as good of a shot as anybody else.
Okay. All right, I like that. We got Catman. What are your thoughts on the Cowboys kicker? Man, we ain't talking Cowboys right now, man.
Hey, he hangs out with oh gosh, why is his name off the top of my head?
George Pickens? They're both in Cancun right now.
He hangs out with
City Lamb. Hey, Smoking Joe, what you got for us, man?
Hey, thanks, Luther. And I tell you what, I'm a little bit sad today to see the Post-Gazette go under. Now I got to find a new place to wrap my fish. Hey, I didn't know. I don't know what day the show is. Last week I missed the show because I didn't know if it was on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You know what I mean? Luther takes off for his fantasy football banquet. So I'm glad now that we're back on Wednesday night. I know when the show is. My main man, and we agree a lot, he's wearing Rod Woodson's number 26 jersey.
Yes, sir.
One year, Rod Woodson had 8 interceptions, 6 sacks. He took 2 interceptions back for touchdowns and the kickoff return. for a touchdown, and y'all want Joey Porter to go to the Pro Bowl with 1 interception.
Wow.
It's a done deal, Luther. The Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm already looking. I'm making sure Jalen Ramsey don't have sickle cell because we need him in Denver.
Wow.
I'm already looking past this game, Luther. Listen, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Monday Night Football, they're 23-0. They're the best team in all of football in one-score game. This is a done deal. The Pittsburgh Steelers got to win. They're advancing to the next round, like Claudio said. Now, Luther, there's no problem at all. The Pittsburgh Steelers are the king of the North.
Okay. All right.
And in the NFL, the king of the one-score games. Pittsburgh wins
Yes, sir.
going away.
Okay. Okay. All right, Smoking Jim. I didn't have to put a censor out on you that time. Listen, man, my thoughts are kind of simple. You know, last week we talked about who was going to get fired. It was the whoever lost was not going to be coaching their team next year, and it was John Harbaugh. You know, I thought actually they might pull it off, but once you lose your locker room, it was reported that he lost the confidence of Lamar Jackson. After the game, in the post game, they asked him, "Do you want your coach back?" He didn't even answer. I knew he was fired immediately. I'm surprised it took till Tuesday before they announced it, because when you don't have your quarterback, you don't have your locker room. Once again, he made some bad calls that day. You know, there's a few seconds left. Why you take a knee and move it back? He's missed quite a few kicks. He's a rookie. He's a 6th rounder. You know, this is the biggest kick of his life. And instead of trying to get a few more yards by maybe handing it off to Derrick Henry, you take a knee and lose 2 more yards. That could have been the 2 yards he needed. You know, he looks better going. You know, him and Mike Tomlin had a great rivalry for years. Pretty close. Tomlin won 23-17. They were 2-2 in the postseason. But this is how you do it. You kick him out last game of the season, kick him out the playoffs, kick him off the team. You know, that's bragging rights for years. I do think he's going to land with another team. But listen, Lamar Jackson saved this man's job. If you remember, he was about to get fired because Joe Flacco was in there, was struggling. Then they put Lamar Jackson, and the magic was found. They changed the offense. He saved his team. He's falling off, and he's gone. You know, I said whoever lost that game was going to be out of a job. Right now, his agent came out and said there's 7 teams. There's only 6 teams with openings, but there's 7 teams that called him. So I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah, I heard
Dallas.
I heard the Mean Machine called him. That
means that somebody that has a coach right now wants it.
And listen, I don't think he's all that great of a coach. 18 years, he had some Super Bowl laden teams, and he dropped the ball. There was the last 3 years, the Ravens should have made at least 1 Super Bowl. The team was loaded offensively and defensively. This year's defense wasn't that great, but they had home field advantage, fumbled it away against Kansas City. And, you know, when you don't get it, you know, he's been there 18 years, 1 Super Bowl, and now Tomlin's on the clock. He has to win the Houston game, or he may, you know, we don't know what's going to happen, but he won't get fired. If they separate, it will be mutually agreed on. So we'll see, man. We got a lot to talk about. Make sure you give us a call. We're going to jump back into these comments real quick.
Yeah. Hey, Luther, I was going to tell you to check the comments there. Somebody thinks Eric Bieniemy should be the new coach of the Ravens. There you go.
Listen, man, I don't know. Yeah, definitely. Let's get in these comments, man. We got a whole bunch of them on here. All right, we got Brixton, Steeler guys. What's going on? Black Press, Pittsburgh core, you're taking over. All right. Steelers. Hey, Mass Ray, Steelers, call in. You talking that Steelers are not done. Lamar is a bum in the playoffs. Wow. All right. And Black Press, Eric Bieniemy, Ravens. I guarantee that will not happen. He will not be the next head coach of the Ravens.
He's the running backs coach in Chicago right now.
Right. And he will not be a head coach. But I do believe my prediction, it might be Brian Flores to the Ravens.
Either him or Raheem Morris. I think they're going to pick a defensive guy.
Raheem Morris will never coach be a head coach in the league again.
He'll be the defensive coordinator if they clean house on the assistants.
He could definitely do a coordinator job, but as far as head coach, absolutely not. He has no chance. He has no chance. Hey, but let's jump into this game. Let's start it off with Big Rome. Your thoughts on this? Now, refresh our memory. Who did you have winning this game, and how close were you to the score?
I wasn't here, so in my mind, I felt like the Steelers could win, but I didn't have a score in my mind. I thought it was going to be close.
Okay.
I'll say that it was very invigorating how they started to use the middle of the field. Like I was telling people earlier on in the season, we get spoon-fed offenses. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we get spoon-fed offenses towards the end of the year, that's when you're going to see offenses open up. The things that I've seen, even with DK not on the field, passing-wise, we opened up a lot of gates that I expected for it to translate into next week, because you got to put something on film on there. So letting Freiermuth actually get into the game. He had 5 targets and 3 catches, especially a couple catches over the middle, and that catch in the end zone that was for a pass interference.
Right.
I was really enamored with their style of play offensively in the second half. Cam Hayward, I believe, played the game of his life.
Yes.
It was probably the best time. It's probably the best game that I ever seen him play. And the stat line doesn't really read it as much, but he impacted that defense in such a way where it freed up the people on the outside, and it allowed the people to, for the most part, play sound defense in the backfield without giving up their defensive responsibility. So I have that on aspect. I like to think of there's 3 stars that might be out there. Cam Hayward might be the top star. I think that for his second half performance, I think that our quarterback was the number 2 star. And if I would give like a number 1 star, I would give it to Warren, because Warren in that second half was really thumping them, and they did not want to tackle. I can say that. I know that they don't have a pass rush like they usually do, but their defense definitely wasn't absorbing them hits like they're supposed to in a playoff game, because it was a playoff game. So I was really excited for what I seen. The end of the game was typical AFC North football. So I wasn't surprised, but it definitely had me on the edge of my seat, and I loved every second of it.
Yeah, that fourth quarter, man. You don't see many fourth quarters like that. I mean, look at that. That was crazy. All those lead changes, from 3 minutes, 8 minutes. You thought the game was over, and it just got better and better, man. Interesting. All right, Fillmore, your thoughts on this?
Hey, you know what, Big Rome? The 2 leading tacklers on the team were Cam Hayward with 7 and Keanu Bitten with 7. Think about that. The 2 leading tacklers are the D linemen, and that lets you know where the focus was. It lets you know who was fired up. It lets you know, like, hey, we got it. Which position room was really locked in, and it was the defensive line, man. So Captain Cam Hayward gets all the praise for me right there. My prediction was 24-21. I had picked the Steelers to win that, so I'm not too far off with a 24-26 win. I did not predict Boswell missing the extra point, and I did not pick Loop going Ray Finkel on us. As Luther said earlier, man, the emotions was up and it was down. It was up and it was down. Man, Aaron Rodgers 294, I believe. 294, no picks. Hey, man. And I understand, like, Jalen Ramsey got caught with his eyes in the backfield too many times. They had Patrick Queen on Zay Flowers on another play, and the reason is they sold out for the run. First half, they couldn't stop it. Second half, held him to 5 yards, and it's not just a case of giving Henry the ball. It was down in distance. They couldn't do it anymore. right? You hit them. Now you have to pass. You can't give them a run play on 3rd and 9. That's not going to happen. That's not realistic. So the Steelers defense did come up. They sold out. They picked their poison and they lived with it and lived and tell the tale. Winners tell the story, right? And as Smoking Jim said, well, Kings of the North. Bend the knee. You know what I mean? So hey, I'm with it. Harbaugh lost, Tomlin won. Let's go.
All right. Ralph, what you got for us? And
I reached out to two bands.
I think you took an L on this one, Ralph. I think you
sorry, Luther. Yeah, I take an L.
Yeah, I accept it.
I accept my L. I do that all the time. All right. I accept my L, and I got to give Big Rome credit because he was the one to talk about. We had a discussion about mediocrity, and said here we are. We're in the playoffs. Let's see if we win our first game since 2016. But I want to say,
I knew you were going to bring that up, Ralph.
All the time, So, but anyway, I have to give him credit, and I don't a lot. That this game, they came with everything, and so I have to give them credit. Now, I reached out to two bands, and one of them put a song together, 9 and 8, because I thought we were going 9 and 8, so I had to cancel that song. But I
asked about the 10 and 7, didn't I? Ask you about the 10 and 7. Yeah.
Exactly it. So I was wrong, and I'll admit I was wrong. So that's the way I am. But anyway, I thought this was, I'm going to tell you a little funny story. I was doing play-by-play on a live stream with Pensman, my friend Pensman Sports.
Yeah.
And he said, watch, this is going to go wide right on that loop kick. And my wife was sitting there with me in the same room when I was doing the play-by-play, and she said the same thing.
Wow.
And guess what happened? It went wide right. So I hear from Baltimore police that Loop is getting bricks thrown through his window. He's someone stole his car and stole his tires and put his car up on blocks because they're mad at him.
Trouble. People take it way too far. Was anybody out in front of his house like they did Tomlin last week?
Oh, that was crazy what they did to Mike Tomlin.
These fans are getting out of control with it.
I know. But anyway, I think that we'll see. Aaron Rodgers, our quarterback, I have a little more confidence in the fact, despite the fact the helmet thing didn't work and they couldn't communicate. I'm surprised that Aaron Rodgers didn't have his Green Bay playbook with him so that he could call a couple plays on his own, that he had to go to Arthur Smith and say, what play do I run next? Okay. So, it was an interesting game, another nail biter. But that's the way it's been for the Steelers this year. And I hope that, they win this game so that they can get that 2016 curse off of them that it's been since they won a playoff. And we'll see what happens. And I was very, very impressed with Cam Hayward. He had the game of his life, like you said, Luther. And he was everywhere.
I was seeing that damn commercial over and over with him and his brother.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the key part of it. He said in the locker room at halftime, I will handle Derrick Henry. And he did in the second half.
Absolutely.
He said, I will handle Derrick Henry. And he did. And, so I thought it was a very impressive second half. They made adjustments they had to make. And I'm very impressed with them. And when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take my L, Luther. And, there we are.
So. All right, Claudia.
It was a good game, very exciting, and as a fan, that's all you can ask for. You hope that your team is in it, and they were in it till the last play of the season, and I kept thinking about that. So the Steelers are always in it. As far as the game's concerned, I like the fact that Tomlin went for it a few times. I didn't like the play calling at the goal line with that pitch out. I wasn't crazy about that.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Aaron Rodgers, but calling all of the plays, but. I thought they should have used Gainwell more. Like Big Rome said, they did use different players, and I did like the fact they used Freiermuth because that seems to, jack everybody up a little bit. They've used him more than they did, obviously, during the season. I think now what they have to do is really look at the game plan and say, okay, this is what worked. This is what didn't work offensively. And this is what we're going to have to do against a much better Houston defense. We'll get to that in a minute. Defensively, Cam Hayward was great. As you guys said about Benson, he had a great game. They played a very solid game. And if I were them, I'd be very happy with what they did and build off of it. Trying to think of what else. I mean, the coaching, I'm always very critical of the Steelers coaching. It wasn't too bad. I can. Now, the big thing is, though, for the next game, again, making adjustments. Yeah, Fillmore had mentioned about Benson getting 7 tackles. But, again, they won. That's all that matters. You don't worry about winning pretty. Again, you're not looking to develop any kind of consistency. Let's win. Let's get the hell out of here, and let's bring it up next week. But I think they're in a great spot. They have to say to themselves, hey, man, there's been a few games this year we didn't play well, but we won. And some fluky things happen. Boswell, getting blocked, missing that field goal, and that kid missing that field goal. It seems like things are going in their favor. But overall, the game, again, Rodgers didn't have any turnovers. There was no fumbles. I would give the ball more to Warren and Gainwell. I think those are going to be the keys against Houston. Again, we'll get into that in a minute. I'm glad they used Adam Thielen more. I like him a lot. I always have. So again, they did what they had to do to win the game.
Absolutely. Listen, I mean, you all hit a bunch of points. Couple things I wanted to talk about, man. They did have a key turnover. It was 10-10, and this was crucial. Like you said, Cam Hayward all over the place. And TJ Watt, if there's a ball in the air, he's just going to find it. It hit off of 4 players, and he's right there to get the interception. Didn't have many plays outside of that, only had one. And here you see, look at Cam Hayward, man. He's just pushing the offensive lineman back and makes the tackle. Like you guys were saying, he had 7 tackles. He's all over the place, taking 1-2 guys on. I mean, it was impressive, man. Oldest guy on the defensive line, and he was the most effective. Benton played a nice game as well, but I was really impressed how he took that leadership, took it on this game. Queen only had 1 tackle, but, he was at least in the vicinity, wasn't running out of the holes there. He took on a block, but he was amazing, not only on the defensive end, even offensively. He took Washington's spot and pushed his brother. This is the real brotherly shove, because this is actually they set this up earlier.
Man, that was nasty.
Ankles just breaking down to his all 4. He looked like he was in the Cam Hayward stance right there. And
I like this pass here to Calvin Austin. As much as I've criticized him.
When a receiver has somebody make him play twister on the field, he's like right hand green. You did good.
Yeah, that was.
Hey, Luke, I thought of you of that play because you had said how bad the turf is. Well,
yeah.
Played in their hands this time.
But and they had set that up earlier because they did that same one. He made that same move and came up, and he got hit by that Accra Shore turf. Hopefully that turf is just as bad, and the weather is going to be really cold, and Houston can adjust for this one. Listen, man, a couple other things I wanted to talk about in this game. A. Rodney's second half has been outstanding. I mean, 14 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, passer rating over 100, 67 completion percentage. Listen, 294 is the most yards he's thrown for this year, and he had the best receiver. The only real number 1 receiver, DK wasn't there. Only thing I had a problem with, the helmet went down, the communication wasn't there, and he's, burned a couple timeouts late. I thought it was going to come back and hurt him, but it didn't. When the helmet wasn't working, I was like, yes. Now A-Rod can call the plays and don't have to worry about.
Right.
The Green Bay playbook.
But
I'm sorry, but that's when they played best. Whenever he was doing no huddle and he was running the show,
right?
Absolutely, and I thought it would have been, more of it. But they pulled it out. Luke missed that field goal at the very end, man. It's a shame he's getting all these death threats, but Harbaugh's out of it. I'm glad about that, man. I have no love for the Harbaughs. I don't like him or his brother.
Hey, Luther, you know something? Almost all three of the other teams almost lost their coach. Zach Taylor almost went bye-byes too, but they decided to keep him on.
He should have. Zach Taylor deserved to leave. I don't know what.
All that talent, and you haven't made the playoffs in 3 years straight.
Right.
He has the worst start of any coach. Like his teams always come out the gate 1-4. Like I don't get it, man.
It's always horrible and no defense.
Defense is the reason why they're not winning this game. They can have shootouts all the day long, though. But if you're playing in the AFC North with no defense, after a while, your offense isn't going to matter. Their general manager took them a failure because there was no way that they was going to come out of this division on multiple seasons and do anything. Not the way this conference.
Well, we saw it in the Super Bowl. Their offensive line got exposed in the Super Bowl against the Rams.
It was horrible, man.
Years with Zach Taylor.
Not only that, he almost got Burrow put out in the preseason. I don't know if you remember some of those preseason games. Joe Burrow was getting hit. I said, man, this guy's going to be out before Game 5, and he was. And it tanked their season. He didn't fix the offensive line. The defense has been poor for 4 years, and he keeps his job. Jim, another thing, I told you at least 2 coaches were going to get fired at the beginning of the year, and 2 of them did. I think it should have been 3, but it's only 2. Also,
I you forgot about me.
No, I'm going to go out, and also, no. Listen, and the last thing, and this is for you, Jim. You said they would miss Najee Harris. That's another L for you. They didn't miss him at all, Jim. They didn't miss him. In fact, they're replacing the MVP. So take that L. That's another L.
Najee who?
But Jim, it's all yours. I know we took a lot of time. Go ahead, sprout your nonsense, and I hope you'll accept your L's.
Maybe you should jot down my name, and that way you won't forget I'm here. But hey, listen, the Pittsburgh Steelers won by one reason only. The priest sprinkling the holy water in the end zone. You know it. Hey, congratulations to Kenneth Gainwell for receiving an award he don't deserve.
Oh.
How you rush for 500 yards and you MVP of the team? I didn't know if it was Kenneth Gainwell or Dick Hope.
Oh.
If they don't give him a raise next year, he's going to sell that MVP and he's going to sell a Super Bowl ring, 2 things he don't deserve and didn't earn. But hey, listen.
Wow.
The reason the Pittsburgh Steelers won was leadership. You got to give Cam Hayward a lot of credit. I don't like Hayward because he snuck out of Monroeville. We had plans for the Hayward brothers at Gateway. They snuck out like thieves in the night. But hey,
still on that.
Won, but it's because of the leadership. They put a patch on T.J. Watt's lung, and he was able to play out there, man. You can get that interception, rally the team. It looked like he lost a lot of weight, Lou. And
it did.
You what,
yes.
You a Hall of Famer who's willing to go out there with a hole in his lung. That's love of the game. You got to give it up to T.J. Watt.
All right, Jim, I still didn't hear you accept your L's, though.
What the hell was that? That somebody was going to get fired? Was that an L?
Did they miss Najee Harris? Their running backs might have been one of the strongest positions on the team.
Last time I looked, the Steelers didn't have a 1,000-yard rush. They had one of the greatest lines they had since the 70s, and nobody can go over 1,000 yards. You can always use a 245-pound back.
They didn't need it.
Lightweights we got, huh?
They didn't need
it.
They upgraded their running back position, Jim.
Hey, 2 weeks ago, you guys were crying when I said they could beat anybody and they could lose to anybody. Last week, I thought the Steelers was going to lose to Baltimore, so they can always use. Listen, this team, like Claudio said, this team can beat anybody and they can lose to anybody. They ain't going to lose to Houston, but they can lose to anybody. And Cleveland is anybody. They can take this, and this team has not arrived. The defense has still not arrived. It's still out of place. Listen, Jaylen Warren is an outstanding player. He's still confused in that defense. Got some confusion going on.
You mean Jalen Ramsey?
Players and pieces. What I call him?
You call him Jalen Warren. All right, Jalen
No,
Ramsey.
same thing. You know what I mean. You know Jalen. But yeah, Jalen Ramsey, Hall of Fame. Yeah, so there's some confusion in that defense. And you guys get on Najee all the time. He gained 1,000 yards every year.
Let it go, Jim. Let it go. Listen, the Chargers didn't miss him, and the Steelers didn't miss him. Two teams didn't miss him at all. They both in the playoffs without him. Just take your L, Jim. Take your L. Hey, listen. Oh, we got Sean calling in. Sean, what's going on, Sean?
Oh, Sean Early. That's what's up.
Right.
Hey, what's up, guys? Happy New Year.
Hey, Sean.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Sean.
I'm just taking it easy. I'm trying to rest up for Miami's big game tomorrow night. Hopefully they win and they host the national championship at home.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I don't see that, but we'll see. I mean, it's set up for them because Ole Miss is losing coaches. They're going to have, maybe 2 or 3 coaches the way they keep leaving. Everything's working out for Miami, but I don't see you all being able to beat Indiana or Oregon. But we'll see. They're playing great, though, Sean.
Well, they got to take it one game at a time. Like I told you last week, I just had a funny feeling with it. Some reason Ohio State, when they go up against teams that got good offensive, defensive lines, they don't show up, and it proved again last week against Miami on New Year's Eve.
Right, for sure.
Or Brian Day stinks.
Well, I will say this.
I says he stinks. I said that it's a Pyrrhic. I don't mean to cut you off. Let me let you give you back to. I'm sorry. The mic is yours. I don't want to take over. My apologies. Huh?
Finish with Ryan Day. I'll tell you something about that. Finish with Ryan Day. I'll tell you something about that.
I say that it was a Pyrrhic victory that y'all won the title, which is cool that y'all won it. But I tell you what, there's a lot of people who I know who are Ohio State fans that wanted to get rid of them a couple years ago.
True.
Now they're stuck with them. I don't think you can win big games consistently. In the show,
he just won the championship last year.
He just won the championship next year. Yeah, sure, that's correct. Like I said, it's a Pyrrhic victory. Now they won it, but can he keep it consistently?
All right.
He gets a lot. He gets a lot of recruits. He's a great recruiter, and that state that college is a great recruiting college. You're going to get the 5 stars every single year. What does he do with them every single year? He just won the one. So it remains to be seen if he has what it takes on a consistent level. That's all I'm saying. I don't see it. I've been a Michigan fan all my life. I've been through the trenches of getting beat down by Ohio State year after year after year. So I've seen the good coaches. I've been against the Trussels. I've been against what's his name? That goofy dude that was from Florida. Whatever that coach was.
Not Urban Meyer.
Whatever the case may be. So I've been there. I've been witness to it. I don't think Ryan Day has it. That's all I'm saying. I just don't think that he can keep them winning the title on a consistent level. With all the recruits that he can get and the recruits that they get are year after year after year, it just doesn't seem to me that he has what it takes. But I could be wrong. I haven't been proven wrong yet, though.
All right, what else you got, Sean?
Well, let me piggyback on where he said. I spoke to someone, and when they figured out Brian Hartline was going to be calling the plays, and Ryan was, a lot of people had second thoughts on going with Ohio State in that game against Miami. Reason, when it comes to big games, Ryan Day doesn't show up with the play calls that are needed in games. And he is 100% right what he just said about Day. There are some people, they're not happy with what he does in big game situations.
Okay. All right. Well, you right there in the city, so you know the feeling how they're talking about Ryan Day. But I do remember he was under heat a couple years ago because he couldn't beat Michigan. It was losing some of those big games. So we'll see. He's on the clock next year.
Yeah. As far as the Steelers are concerned, If they beat Houston, I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
Whoa. Okay, that's a bold statement.
If
All right.
I say this, I think Aaron Rodgers is motivated to play a Super Bowl in his backyard because he's from the Bay Area.
Good point. Good point.
And I think when you're get to a certain level, you got to have some type of cockiness to you. I
Right.
think it's starting to wear off on the team in a different way. They got to get past Houston because I think out of all the teams in the AFC, Houston has the toughest defense to go against. Get it out the way now. If they can get past Houston, I think they can make it to the Super Bowl this year.
Okay. Bold statement. I like it though. I like it. All right. Yeah, Houston's tough. Their offense isn't great, but their defense is. They got two guys that both got double-digit sacks. Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter. Those guys bring it. I remember they were punching the Buffalo Bills all around. I never seen Josh Allen get beat up like that before when they played them.
And they got Stingley in the back, and they got Stingley in the secondary too.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Tutu or something like that. He's tough.
Tutu Atwell?
Yeah. The kid from Alabama. I know you're talking about the kid. He's from Alabama. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, real quick. I think that Aaron Rodgers should have been the MVP of the team. Who do you think?
I'm gonna say, like I said, Rodgers' cockiness is rubbing off on the team in a good way. I think it was the right pick, and the reason why I'm gonna say it's the right pick, I remember growing up, I didn't win an MVP award on my team before. I asked my little league coach, even though I was the captain of the team, when my little league coach broke it down to me, it made total sense. And the reason why I say that is sometimes the MVP isn't your best player. It's the player that you need to step up throughout the season. And like y'all were saying about Najee Harris, we lost Najee Harris, but look at what we gained in return. We got somebody who's a Super Bowl winner, and he's in everything we needed. We need him running, passing, receiving. Gainwell gave us everything we needed on a consistent basis. So I don't have no problem with that. And I don't remember. I know Rodgers missed the game, with that injury. I don't think Gainwell missed it down either. Also, Rodgers has been an NFL MVP 4 or 5 times. He ain't worried about no team MVP. Rodgers worried about winning the Super Bowl this year. So,
no, Sean, I agree with you with the team MVP, and also I think Gainwell leads the team in all-purpose yards. He's second in receiving and got 500 yards rushing, and I think he's tied for total touchdowns as well. So that his contribution to key parts of the game. If you remember in Ireland or Dublin, Ireland,
Minnesota.
Against Minnesota, that's the first time they used a jumbo package with Darnell Washington, and I think he had 100. I think he had either 99 or 100 in that game. And then you see him being used in various ways, and because of his versatility, they put him at split end and able to have Jalen Warren in the backfield. That type of mismatch, man, teams weren't ready for. So MVP of the team,
no doubt.
I can dig it.
His versatility.
I'm not upset about it. I just think that, again, if Rodgers was out for 4 or 5 games, I think they could afford to lose maybe Gainwell more than Rodgers, basically.
Okay. Well, they got a much better backup. Warren and Mason Rudolph. That's a complete difference. But over 1,000 yards total. Like you said, led the team in receptions. Not only that, special teams. He does it all for the Steelers. Yeah. So he's a glue
no
guy.
George Pickens, but he had a good season.
What else you got for us, Sean?
I like that.
I'm just excited for the way the playoffs are set up for the Steelers. Like I said, if they could get past this round, I think they can make it to the Super Bowl. I just want to see how it plays out. 20 years ago, pretty much everybody on the panel, other than Smoking Jim, You know, that was our first Super Bowl win in 2005 in Detroit. That was the first one we got to experience because we all were little kids except Smoking Jim, who was doing what know what down at Cal U. So,
Claudio was here too. Claudio, Jim,
Yeah, that's right.
Claudio, Jim, and Ralph. Yeah, you're right.
I
He's
know,
doing
I'm
them
messing
shots.
with Smoking Jim. I'm messing with him. Got messing with him. But, it's just good to see that the Steelers, you know, they stay relevant. Yeah, and I don't want to talk about any coaching changes or anything. Somebody mentioned something to me about the Steelers, and I was sitting there saying to myself, man, just enjoy this ride. Like, don't, whatever happens after the season, let that happen. Just enjoy this ride that the Steelers got us going on now because, hey, some people don't got one Super Bowl, let alone 6. Hey,
Right.
Let's go get 7.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, one thing before we let you go, man, before Steeler fans, we could always count on Boswell. You see the meme there. It was something special. Now, I don't know. He's 35. Sometimes kickers lose it in their mid-30s. How concerned are you about Boswell?
That's hilarious.
That kick was tipped, by the way, and it's not being said a lot. That they said that ball was tipped, and the NFL came out and said that. So
Man, it must have
it wasn't a
been
miss by him. It was by a hair. But they
right.
said it was tipped. If you look at the replay, the guy who tips it immediately spins his body around to see if he had any effect when he hit the ball. And the NFL corroborated with what everybody thought it was, that it was actually tipped. So I think that Boswell still Boswell. He just made a 57-yarder. He bombed it. So
Yeah.
I have complete
And then,
faith.
he missed an extra point. So, and then last week indoors he missed. Last game he missed. So I don't know.
I have faith in. I have faith in Boz. I ain't tripping.
I still have faith, but that's something to pay attention to because it could be a low-scoring game, and usually he's Mr. Reliable. And you know how our Steeler fans think it's the golden leg. So hopefully that's still the case. It was just a couple bad things. Anything else, Sean? You worried about Boswell or what?
No. Did I hear that right? That last kick by Boswell was kicked out the line of scrimmage?
Yeah,
Yes.
barely.
The NFL said
Well,
that the kick was tipped, that he didn't miss it.
Well, that's the effects of. Well, here's the thing: Boswell missed the kick in Detroit. He missed kicks in Cleveland. He missed kicks in now in Pittsburgh. His last 3 games, he's missed at least 1 kick. We can't have that in the playoffs. You got to tighten it up.
Right.
We can't have it because remember, 20 years ago, what helped us win Super Bowl 40? With Peyton Manning calling the liquored up kicker, the idiot liquored up kicker, Mike Vanderjack.
Mike Vanderjack. Yep, he missed that kick.
So we don't need that. You got to tighten up now. So we'll see.
I feel you. Hey, Sean, man, appreciate the call, man.
What's the weather going to be like on Monday night?
I think
I think 25 degrees, I believe.
Yeah, 25, 30 at that time, as last I looked. But, it could change. But I think it's between 25, 30 degrees,
No
chilly.
precipitation.
Right. No snow, no rain. But it'll be cold enough. So hopefully that, team from Houston, Texas, will have trouble dealing with that cold. Frank Jackson.
Okay. Well, all right, guys. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the New Year's. Look forward to hearing from y'all next week.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Sean. All right. We got a couple people in here. Who to go says Ryan One Lash Big Room is a hater.
Listen,
You like sad, man.
listen. I never said that I didn't hate Ohio State. However, let's run the stats now. It's nothing to it. Ryan Day hasn't won anything until last year, but he has top 5 to top 3 recruiting every single year. You put that in anybody's hand over there who's worth their salt, they're going to win multiple titles. They had to win. If the college football wasn't expanded last year, he wouldn't have made it to the playoffs. That means that he wouldn't even have won. So I know how to tell the truth and be a hater at the same time.
You know what, though? I've been thinking about lately.
I like that. I don't use
Dean
that phrase.
But Dean Smith had the greatest players probably ever, year after year after year. He won, I believe, 2 championships. It's hard to win. It really is hard to win a championship. There's injuries, there's luck, there's fluke plays, there's whatever. And, it's tough. It is tough. And whenever you get a team, a dynasty team, that like UCLA or the Steelers or the Packers or the 49ers or the Patriots, man, you got to give them a hell of a lot of credit because, as you know, Big Rome, it's hard. It's hard in all sports.
Yeah, but it's a little easier when you get to cheat. So
his predecessor didn't have that big of a problem to making it to the game with the same amount of recruiting. He takes over and he struggled.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what it is.
He struggled. All right. Oh, come on, Frank Jackson. He said Bars might be done. Nah, I don't think he's done, man. I think he just had a couple bad kicks. We'll see. Hopefully
all I know is Justin Tucker's somewhere over there laughing, getting a massage.
He's right out the corner.
He's looking for happy.
His shoulders worked on.
That's where he's at, man.
Look. Hey, during the game, he was like, "Can you massage a little bit to the left, please?"
To the left.
You got another call. Call LD. What's going on, LD? LD, you're on the line. All right, I don't know what happened to LD. LD, can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, okay, what's up, LD? What's on your mind?
I'm enjoying the show.
Oh, okay, we're getting some feedback. Okay. All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
And I want to say, Highsmith had a good game last week.
Yes,
he did.
He was all over the place. Yes, he did. He's had
He's
couple
been consistent.
back to back.
He's been consistent all year. He's been tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Better than that guy.
I just had a couple questions about the team they're going to be playing Monday.
Uh-huh.
You guys know anything about the receivers and the running backs?
Well, Nico Collins is the real deal. He's had some injuries, but he's big. He's fast. He's their version of DK Metcalf for us. Outside of that, CJ Stroud, he's had a couple struggles since that rookie year, and their running back's not that great in my opinion. He hasn't had a great year, so I don't think that's Woody Marks. Outside of that, Dalton Schultz, he's a pretty decent tight end, and they have a rookie, Jaden Higgins. But their offense doesn't scare me. It's just the defense mainly that scares me.
The thing about their
sometimes
sometimes
the Steelers make a tight end a little better than the others.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, very true. So the thing about their offense is that they're steady and they don't turn the ball over. They allow their defense and they play field position. They don't mind playing an ugly game, an AFC North type game, if you will. So that's the thing about the Houston Texans. Like they'll jab, and then hit you with a knockout blow with Nico Collins.
Right. Hey, Jim, you want to add?
Hey, Luther, I want to apologize. I had to get off the air. I had an important phone call I had to take. Sorry.
I hear you, Jim. Did you want to say something about the Houston team? I don't want to leave you out.
No.
No. Oh man.
I'm impressed with Houston. Hey, LD, what do you think about the Houston Texans?
I've just seen them play one time, and I was impressed with their defensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Their defense was tough, really fast, quick, and our quarterback better get rid of the ball real fast.
Hey, he's been doing it all year. It'll be another one like he was against Cleveland when he didn't want Myles Garrett to hit him. So I think he's going to get rid of it. But I do think he might be willing to take some more hits for a playoff game. I think he wanted to make it to the playoffs, and now he may be willing to take a few more hits. But like I said, man, they have Hunter. Danielle Hunter is one of the best. Will Anderson, he's another guy who brings it.
They both got double-digit sacks.
Yeah, they're tough. And then they got Stingley Jr. I don't know if he's going to be matched up one-on-one against DK Metcalf or if they're going to double team him, but he's a very good quarterback. So, they have some players. That defense is scary to me, but their offense, I think the defensive line for the Steelers should be able to really work the offensive line of Houston. I think that's one of their big
I worry about with the offense and the defense of the Steelers is what Fillmore said. Number one, they do not turn the ball over. But the thing that I worry about with the Steelers, what I've been saying all year, they go for the splash, they go for the strip, they go for that crazy play stuff. And if they do that, they're going to make the offense better. Nick Chubb still has a little bit left, and then they're back just a little bit. He's got more per carry than Woody Marks. But again,
he might be looking for Minka Fitzpatrick back there, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I think Chubb is done, man. I think those knees are done.
Again, 122 carries, 505 yards, 4.1. He's got a little something left. But I'm saying they can stuff the run. They can do if they play a disciplined defensive game, they're going to be fine. If they go for the strip, if they go for that punch, or they do something crazy, they could keep them in the game. And again, like Fillmore said, they do not turn the ball over. They're very consistent, very steady, and they rely on field position, exactly what Fillmore said. But they have to do their job. They have to play a good, I use the word mature, disciplined defensive game. If they do that, then they shouldn't have much of a problem.
Okay.
Then offensively, again, I would say when they come after Rodgers, he's going to get rid of the ball quick anyway, but use the backs, not only to give them the ball, but throw the ball to the backs. Use Freiermuth because he's good coming over the middle or on the quick passes. And then, just keep them on their heels. Mix up maybe when it's supposed to run, pass. Maybe when you're supposed to pass, run. Mix things up to keep that great defense on their heels. And if they do that, instead of being so predictable, then they're going to have even a better shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you. LD, what else you got for us?
What grade would you give their receivers?
As a whole, I give them a C, but Nico Collins is A+.
Yeah, their receiving core and the Steelers receiving core. I think we might be a C-. They might be a C. I mean, but like I said, that Nico Collins, he's not known to everyday folks, but he's tough. And I think Xavier Hutchinson is another guy you got to keep an eye on too. Made some good catches this year, but I give them about a C. They're not great, but Jalen Ramsey can't get caught, trying to look in the backfield and trying to make plays, which I don't think he will because their running backs aren't great. They're missing Joe Mixon real bad.
Yep.
That's the key issue. Why you like the receivers, LD?
Yeah, based upon the information you guys just gave me, I think the Steelers can win 27-17.
Whew, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of.
The only reason to say that, I think the Steelers can score 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
And get two field goals.
Okay. All right. I hope you're right.
Points.
Okay.
Okay. Hope I'm right.
I hope you are too.
Guys, I enjoy the show.
Thanks, LD. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, LD. Happy New Year.
All right, we got.
See, that's what I mean, Luth. Like what you said about Ramsey. If they remember, Belichick used to say, "Do your job."
Right.
So if everybody does their job and are disciplined and are mature, I think they'll stop them. But if they
stay in your zone, don't over pursue. That kind of thing.
Yeah. They do something crazy, they might get
exactly.
Stroud's pretty good. And I'm telling you, I still think Nick Chubb has a little something left.
And you got one thing that Arthur Smith has not done, right? He has not done well with misdirection plays, and he has not done delayed handoffs or draw plays, which is what you need to do with an aggressive front four.
Absolutely.
And so he has not done that. They're like the Eli Manning Giants, with the defensive line. They play a solid front four. Everybody else plays back. They have a defense that is disciplined like the Legion of Boom was, where they didn't play. They didn't play a lot of zone. Now Houston mixes it up. They'll play 4-3 cover 3. They'll play quarters. They'll play single man. They'll play single high robber. They mix it up, but that front four, they don't blitz a lot.
They don't
So great points, and especially with the draw play. Great points.
You got to. They are the best team against yards after the catch. They tackle the catch very well. So throwing a screen pass, they will snuff that out. You keep throwing short screens, eventually it's going to get picked. You have to out scheme and overload the responsibilities of their DBs.
Good point.
Mix it up.
Point, man. Hey, listen, we got who to go. He said, y'all got to stop disrespecting the Titans, best D in the league. I thought we gave the defense credit. Other than Jim, I don't know who's disrespecting it. Jim has no respect for the Texans, but I definitely do. I think D'Amico Rhymes is one of the great young coaches, man. He's really turned that program around since they got rid of Deshaun Watson, another guy with the happy endings issue. Listen, let's give a score and let's make some predictions, man. Smoking Jim, you've been quiet. Why don't you give us your score? And
he doesn't have to, Luther. It's the same score. We all know.
34-31.
32. 34-32, baby.
Almost forgot what my name was, but you guys want to put your money together, man. I'm gonna bet my house on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is going to be the easiest win they ever had. Listen, again, all the people that listen to us on the radio, TV, on this podcast, the Pittsburgh Steelers don't lose on Monday Night Football, man. The NFL gave them a softball. They're 23-0 and home Monday night games. This is a home Monday night game at Acrisure Stadium. Listen, the fans was unbelievable against Baltimore. They'll be twice as good in this playoff game. It's going to be outstanding, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers in one-score games, they are the best in the National Football League. I'm predicting the Pittsburgh Steelers 34, Houston Texans 32.
The same score, Joe.
The
Texans are favored by 3. Yeah.
3.5. I got 3.5 on my bookie.
Okay.
So, man, hey, brother, I'm going to be living in the new house next week, Lou. I'm going to be living.
Nobody will take Jim's house away. Nobody will take Jim's house away because nobody knows where he lives.
Nobody knows where. Right. As Lee says, parts unknown. We don't know where this man lives.
That's funny.
All right. So now go through this. Jaguars, Buffalo. Who you got?
I got Buffalo.
Well, they got maybe the best quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Bigger Jim Kelly.
Oh my goodness. Here you go. All right. How about the Patriots and the Chargers? Who you got?
I love me some Chargers, but the Patriots is unbelievable. That boy from North Carolina is quarterback.
Straight name.
Man.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. The Rams. I think we'll all agree on this one. The Rams and Carolina.
Rams.
Ricket Rams. Hey, but look, Carolina did beat the Rams earlier this year.
Yeah. They've been playing some games. They've been winning
and they beat them when they had Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Carolina should be ashamed of themselves for even being in the playoffs. Atlanta Falcons be in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But so I'm going with the Rams in a row.
And so Jim, that's another L for you. You still don't have no faith in Bryce Young? He took his team to the playoffs.
There's 3 teams that have the division title.
But they got it.
Somebody had to make it. That's the running back they got down there.
All right, yeah.
2 weeks ago, he threw for 50 yards. He played the whole game and threw for 50 yards.
And then, but the week before that, he set a franchise record, threw for 334. So I mean, he's had some up and down. He's a young quarterback, Jim. All right, San Fran Eagles. Who you got, Jim?
I tell you what, man, I'm looking for the upset, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Upset their favorite to win that game. Come on, man. All right. Green Bay in Chicago, Joe.
Well, Green Bay already got all the cancers they can get out of Dallas. So, who's Green Bay playing?
Green Bay's playing Chicago in Chicago.
I tell you what, I'm going with the Bears.
All right. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. All right, Ralph, who you got in this
All
game?
right. I got the Steelers, and I'm going to do what Smoking Jim does because I'm going to go 24-21 Steelers, a last-minute field goal on Boswell's toe. So there you go.
Okay. All right.
24-21.
24-21. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go through these scores, man. Claudio.
I'm going to go with a very high-scoring game, 63.
These video man scores. Come on, man.
He's definitely playing on arcade.
Pittsburgh 19, Houston 17.
There you go. Yes, good score. Good score.
Okay. All right. Fillmore, big run. What y'all got?
I got Steelers 20 and Texans 16.
Okay. Big run. What you got?
I got the Steelers 20, and I have the Texans 17.
All right. I'm gonna go. We got a couple more people jumped in here. Curtis Knight. Rams are winning the Super Bowl. All right, that's not a bad pick.
Nah, it doesn't fit the story.
All right. We're starting a group to send Tomlin a gift for winning Sunday because if it got Harbaugh fired, and now you have 9-8 Tomlin for another decade. All right, go ahead, Tim. All right, Tim. Listen, man, take your L. We'll see what coach y'all get. Listen, I'm going to go. I'm going to be at that game out there freezing. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. I think we can get this one. It's going to be close. 2017. All right. Put your scores in the chat so we can note this. All right, let's go through this playoffs. All right, fellas. Buffalo, Jacksonville. Who you got? Big Rum. Who you got?
I got Buffalo with the upset.
Buffalo the upset. All right. Ralph.
I got Buffalo, more experienced team, experienced quarterback. If they don't make any mistakes and don't beat themselves like they have throughout the season, I think they'll win this game.
All right. Claudio, Fillmore, who y'all got? I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with the Bills as well. I think they could pull the upset. Just Jacksonville, man, they had an incredible season. I just think they're too young. They're too young. New head coach. I got Buffalo. If Josh Allen can't get to the Super Bowl this year and make a run, he may never get it. I'm going with Buffalo. Claudio?
Me too, Buffalo.
Okay. Buffalo all around.
All right. Chargers in New England. That's a tough one for me. I think I'm gonna go with the upset in that one. I think the Chargers might be able to get the Patriots. They didn't beat a lot of winning teams this year. In fact, the Giants beat more teams over 500 than the Patriots.
That's right.
The division
both Denver and New England are fool's gold, in my opinion.
Yes. I could see the Chargers winning that one. All right, but who you got, Fillmore? In that
Chargers.
Game? Chargers. Claudio?
I'm not all that wound up about May just yet. I'm going to go with the Chargers.
All right. Big Rum and Ralph, who y'all got?
I'm taking the Patriots to win that game.
Okay. Ralph?
I'm going with the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh's been there and done it. And we'll see what happens with the Chargers. They seem to be able to pull an upset, and I think they will. I think New England's not experienced enough, and maybe Josh McDaniel will. And I used to call him Josh McDummo when he was a head coach, but I think he's going to make a mistake or a couple bad play calls, and I think Chargers will win. So.
Okay. All right. Tim was back in here saying, listen, all right, Tim, just enjoy that Cancun. Just watch the Steelers in the playoffs, man. Enjoy that L, brother. Enjoy that L. All right, let's go through these 3 games. All right, Chargers, Carolina, Eagles, San Fran, Bears, Giants. Who you got? Rome, what you got?
I got LA winning against Carolina. I have the Eagles winning against San Francisco, and I have Chicago winning against Green Bay.
Okay. All right. Ralph.
All right. I'm going to take. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take Carolina in this because I like Dave Canellis, and he won 3 more games he did last year, and he's in the playoffs. So I'm going to take him in an upset. All right.
Okay. I like it.
All right,
I have to take the Eagles because the city of brotherly love has given me some love to put a radio show on in Philly. So I have to take the Eagles. So
there you go.
I'm going to take the Eagles. And in the last game, Green Bay against the Bears, Green Bay's got a lot of injuries. I think they have a backup quarterback playing or something like that. The Bears have everything going.
Jordan Love's going to play this one, Ralph.
I'm sorry?
Jordan Love's going to play this game.
Oh, he's going to be in this one. Well, we'll see what happens. If the Bears keep their defense disciplined and don't get out of control, I think they can win this game. So I'm going with the Bears. So
Yeah. I'm going with the Chargers. I'm going with the Rams. I'm going with the Eagles, and I'm going with the Bears. So I'm not picking any upsets on the NFC in this round. But that Eagles 49ers game should be good. Hey,
stick your neck out, Lou.
I learned from you, Jill. All right, Fillmore, Claudia, what do you got for this?
I got the Rams. I got the Niners and Green Bay because it fits the story. Green Bay and Steelers in the Super Bowl at Aaron Rodgers' favorite place in Santa Clara. He was born there. It fits the story. Green Bay's going to the Super Bowl.
Green Bay got injuries galore, man.
They were overcome like Martin Luther King in January.
Hey, remember they had 5th and 6th string cornerbacks who beat us in the Super Bowl.
Man. Don't bring that one up. All right, we got somebody here with this Duval. All right, clearly.
Really? Okay. All right now.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I got the Rams because they have an Italian backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Porn star Jimmy G.
Oh, I didn't know Garoppolo was with them. Wow. Jeez.
I'm going with Philly because they have an Italian coach. And I'm going with Chicago because Kalen Williams likes Italian women.
There you go. Yes.
He also likes to paint his nails, but we're not going to go.
Hey, Claudio, I had ravioli tonight. So there you go.
White and red.
Listen. Before we got here, we didn't give our college preview. We got Ole Miss versus Miami. Jim, who you got?
Well, real quick, I don't know anything nowhere near you guys when it comes to college football. Nowhere near. But I did say, if you remember, I said Miami's going to really shock a lot of people this year.
You did say that.
They're afraid of Michael Irvin. Snapping.
They don't want to get that belt.
They don't want to get that. But I'm going to go with Indiana because they have an Italian head coach.
Look, from IUP.
Yeah.
He got his roots there, man. He has that team rolling, man. All these transfers. Yeah, Jim, who you got though? Miami, Ole Miss.
Don't be surprised if Carson Beck is a Pittsburgh Steeler next year. They may reach for a quarterback.
Oh,
I like what I'm seeing in Miami, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing in Miami.
Yes.
All right. What about Indiana and Oregon?
I tell you what, man. Even though his dad didn't give me a scholarship to West Virginia, I got to go with Cignetti. I like them 2 little running backs. They got the boy from James Madison.
Yeah,
really run, man. So I'm going with Indiana over Oregon, and I hope that the Oregon quarterback stays another year in college, at least one more year.
Dante Moore. If he comes out, he might be the number 2 pick, 1 or 2.
Well,
why risk injury?
He's making more NIL money than he would make as the number 2 pick in the NFL. So he should stay at Oregon another year. Him and Arch Manning to be the 2 of the greatest.
Oh man, listen, Arch Manning, the greatest hype job over the last 20 years, man. He's 2 years away. He won't win it next year. He'll end his career with no Heisman, Jim.
How you like that 60-yard touchdown run he had? He looked like a brother. I thought that was
he looked like
Lamar Jackson. I thought that was Lamar Jackson.
He looked good on that. But again, I want to see him do something in the SEC, not just beat up on inferior teams. That was that bum team that Big Rome liked. So that really doesn't even.
Dang.
Those bums, their coaches.
Dang, man.
Interns, man.
Dang, Butch, man, how you do that to the homie, man?
No, you know what? Get it right and get it on here right now, because we're going to start rewinding some of these takes that y'all taking. What we building up there is going to be scary. But I'll take it now. We're going to reflect back this in the fall.
Y'all building a bunch of concubines? What's going on up there? Everybody leaving. Everybody's leaving.
It's your show. Do your
He said concubines.
Oh man. Hey, respect my game. It said Hoosiers national champions inbound. All right, we gonna see. Listen, I want Ole Miss to win. I just hate Lane Kiffin, the way he's a snake, the way he leads programs left and right, and he just keeps fouling up. But they have 4 coaches that went to join LSU. I think Miami's going to do it. Ole Miss had a great run, but they don't have half their coaching staff. Guys are looking at the transfer portal. It's just, man, I want them to win because Trinidad Chambliss is one of my favorite quarterbacks. But I just think there's too much going on. I think Miami would get it. And in Indiana and Oregon, I think Indiana's loaded, man. The way they just punished Alabama, man, Kurt Signetti got those guys rolling. I'm going to go with Miami and Indiana fighting for the championship. All right. Big Rome, Ralph, Filmer, who y'all got?
I'm going to do the same thing. I think Indiana's going to pull it out. And I think Miami, with their defense, is going to meet them in the championship.
Okay. All right. Phil,
hey, when I was at the Indiana Penn State game, and I watched them guys up close, man. Indiana's getting that. That's a squad, man. And who's going to lose when you got Crack Irvin on the sideline, man?
He chasing.
You're not losing. You're not.
Crack Irvin. Hey, did you see his 6-pack? He still got a 6-pack, Phil.
He still got. Look, man. Hey, listen, and I guarantee he ain't catch COVID because I ain't seen that crackhead get sick yet.
Oh,
Like Crack Irvin. You on the sideline? you can't lose.
Hey, you get the belt or you get the lips. Did you see him kiss kiss Cristobal on the interview?
Man.
I don't know what he's taking before the game. I ain't seen a man that hype.
Hey, it's that pure powder. He in Miami, okay? He was at the White House. You feel me? It's that pure powder.
White House need a different thing for him, for sure. Hey, Claudio, you want to give your picks, man? I know you said Miami, but what about the Indiana-Oregon game?
I'm going Indiana. Indiana's. I say they're going to win the whole thing.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen.
I'm liking that quarterback more and more too.
Yeah, I'm going with Indiana, and I'm impressed with Mario Cristobal, despite the fact he had a couple Cristobal specials this year. But I was down on Miami all year long, and then all of a sudden they cropped up here in the playoff and came around. So I'm going with Miami as well.
Okay. Hey, listen, man, it should be a great time. Playoff football is hot, heavy. We're going to try to do a couple games. Big Rome came up with a good idea. We should do a couple games live. I think that will really be live. So we're going to make that happen. Any final thoughts, Jim, before we get out of here? We don't want you crying.
What do you guys think? You think the Steelers will reach for Carson back next year for a quarterback?
No, they're not reaching for no Carson back, Jim. No,
I heard they're drafting Paul Crewe from the Mean Machine.
Oh man, come on.
Listen, I still got Sawyer Robertson as still the best quarterback in college football for Baylor. People ain't talking about him, but that young man did all he could. He put up numbers. Matter of fact, I think he's second in yards and second in touchdowns at all quarterbacks in the NCAA. So call it what you want.
Okay. Hey, listen. Listen, don't be surprised if Trinidad doesn't get that extra year granted. Steelers might be able to get him later on in the draft. I like him. He could be a sleeper. You know, came from Division II, won a championship, got his team in the Final Four. If the NCAA doesn't give him another year, he'll be there later in the draft. You like Trinidad Smoking Jim?
I'll let you know.
Let me know. Hey, listen, I don't see Carson back though, fellas. All right, Ralph, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, all I got to say is let's see what the Steelers do with Aaron Rodgers this Monday night. And I want to say I'm sorry to hear about my friends Ray Fittipaldo. Also, my friend at the Post-Gazette, Jason Mackey, and my friend at the Post-Gazette, Noah Howes, who I've had on my shows. And I want to say I'm sorry to hear. I spoke to Ray today. He was devastated about the news that the Post-Gazette is shutting down May the 3rd. And believe me, this weekend on my radio shows, I'm going to tear Alan Block apart. So,
oh, my goodness. All right.
Go for it, Ralph. Go for it.
I am.
I'm going to have coffee with Ray at the unemployment office.
Hey, we got Rudy Beemore in here. Said NFL referees continue to steal from my Ravens by throwing flags to support and help the Squirrelers. All right, come on, Ruby.
Yeah, how many times they screwed up on calls against the Steelers? Come on.
Hey, the refs ain't kicked the ball. Luke did.
Right. And you got to blame the
Loop.
Falling. Quarterback got on all fours. You know, blame Calvin Austin his route running. He broke that man down.
Yeah.
Right. Come on now, Rudy. Rudy, you got
the refs didn't tackle a Raven. Tomlin did the Tomlin two-step. Blame Tomlin.
I got a really good source through the Steelers that said they're taking Desmond Reed from Pitt in the first round. So there you go.
Right. Come on, man. Desmond, that's one of my favorite players, man. Stop. He's gonna be a sleeper, Ralph Watts.
Yeah, he is. I like him. I like him a lot.
And punt return sleeper. And out of the backfield screen pass.
He showed out in that bowl game now.
Yeah,
he showed out.
Yeah,
he's going to shine in the Shrine Bowl in the senior. You know, he's going to shine. But Rudy, we'll see what happens. Don't blame the refs. Blame that sorry defense, and blame your sorry kicker.
Loop-de-loop.
Yeah, loop-de-loop. Loop him out of there. Go get the. Go back and get Justin Tucker. Y'all might have a better shot, man. You know, you might have a happy ending with him. So, hey, Claudio. Big Road.
Just looking forward to the games. It'll be fun, and I know the crowd will be into it. But I'm with Sean. You know, if the Steelers get by that first game, man, anything can happen, and they could be the most dangerous team in the AFC.
Okay. Oh, Rudy's still back in there. She said the refs caught 3 straight flags and started the game. Remember, listen, that King Henry, that first block on Zay Flowers, you know, they call that. But that you know, they made some bad plays. Y'all scored on that drive anyway. Y'all scored a touchdown. So you still complaining? That wasn't one of the drives you all didn't score, the second and third. Come on, Rudy. Just take your L, Rudy. All right, Big Rome, any final thoughts? Phil Moore?
I think that this year is showing the amount of parity that we have in these playoffs, and I'm very excited to see what will transpire. I have the Steelers, if we win this game, they can make their way to the AFC Championship easily.
So, easily.
I think that the way I have the matchups going down, let me take a peek real quick so I can make sure that I have it going across the board over here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, all right, I have Pitt beating Houston. And then I have Buffalo beating Jacksonville. That makes Buffalo go to Denver. Buffalo has to go to Denver. We have to play New England. We beat New England once already. I think we're capable of doing it again. So if we win those 2 games, then we're going to the AFC Championship based on whoever Denver and Buffalo, the winner out of that plays out. So that's a need. I'm not saying it's easy, but I believe that it's very, very possible.
Yeah, because Denver, I think Denver beats Buffalo.
Denver can beat Buffalo, but then Pittsburgh will play Buffalo in the AFC Championship if everything lines up correctly. Because Denver's defense ain't no slouch either.
No.
They're
Not as good as Houston, but
they have a young quarterback. So
I tell you what, me and Big Rome agreed a lot today. I'm proud of you, Big Rome.
I appreciate it. Let's do it again next week.
That's right.
Rudy's back. You took Isaiah like he just no. He took it away from himself, Rudy. Tell him to stop showing off and hold the ball.
Rashad Bateman dropped the ball in a for sure touchdown. Blame Rashad Bateman.
Look at Rudy. He needs to take the Squealers out. I don't have to worry about y'all. Well, y'all already in Cancun. We still in the playoffs. So, good luck finding a coach. Good luck trying to keep Lamar Jackson healthy and happy. All right. But yeah, Fillmore, any final thoughts?
Hey, follow the story, guys. Follow the freaking story.
Oh,
it's Aaron Rodgers last year. Okay, he got to get in the Super Bowl in his hometown against his old team, Green Bay. Follow the story, people,
and get some revenge from the Super Bowl we lost to them. Yeah.
Come on, yes, and it's the revenge game. Come on, the storyline lines up. The NFL football gods, aka the 5 families, have already said it.
All right, hey, we got Derby. I think it'll be Steelers and 49ers because it's in San Fran. It's the only team Aaron Rodgers hasn't beaten in the playoffs. Massive stretch, but we'll see. All right, y'all think
good story. Good story.
Hey, you're right. Oh man,
I think it'll be a replay of. I believe it's Super Bowl in 1979 when they played the Rams. I think it's going to be the Steelers and Rams in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. That was a great Super Bowl. Yeah. All right, hey, the Rams, they definitely got a shot. That offense is pretty incredible. Dang, look at Rudy. They continue to pay off the refs. All right. Hey, Rudy, stop this. Was you one of those fans that was fighting when y'all lost at Akron Shore? Come on now. You're doing a whole lot of crying there about these refs. The refs didn't miss. It was like Jim said, the priest. It was
yes.
It was that holy water. The Rockbirds don't get the holy water. Listen to this guy. Follow the story. It's already fixed. All right, Rudy, we're going to see. Hey, listen, man, I thank all the callers. Thank everybody who texted in. We're smoking. Jim, Fillmore, Big Rome, Ralph, Claudio. Make sure you check out the website, SC Sports World. Check out all of us on our individual platforms. And we'll be here next Wednesday. We back on our Wednesday, so make sure you check in. That being said, everybody have a great week. Enjoy the playoffs. Peace.